Hi, everyone. It is Tuesday evening. We're in the studio, and Halloween is just what about a couple weeks away?
2 weeks from this
Yeah,
weekend.
so we have a little spooky surprise for you tonight.
Yeah, so there's a local inn in Preston that is known as Captain Grant's Inn on Route 2A, and the rumors are that it's haunted and that it's been haunted for a very long time. It actually dates back to the 1700s, so it's been around a really long time, but a lot of guests go there and stay there because they think it's creepy, and there are reports that it's haunted. So what did we do, Erin? We sent someone there.
So we sent poor Dennis Valera, our very own. There he is. He's still alive, so that's the good news.
He's locked in a room.
You're smiling, Dennis, and we hear that you're actually in the allegedly scariest room of them all, called the Adelaide room. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, this is it's the room that has had the most activity per se, especially in the bathroom for whatever reason. But there's been just a lot of reported activity and sightings and just weird things happening. So that's why this is kind of designated the most haunted.
Well, there is always a lot of activity in the bathroom, so that does make some sense. But you've been there for a few hours now. Have you noticed anything yet? I know it just got dark probably 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah, it's. I mean, clearly, as we've all been talking about, it's a very old house, so there's definitely a lot of creaks and a lot of things kind of moving. So it's at that point where it's just like, is that natural? Is that supernatural? There are a couple people here now, so the creaks are kind of happening more often. And then I'm kind of assured by the fact that there's like some whispering happening, or real people talking. So at least I'm not alone with the living at the moment. With the not living, who knows? But we'll see.
You'll find out as the night goes on, I guess. But it's interesting because, this has obviously become quite an attraction over the years, where people stay there all year long to see what they can hear or see or whatever. But especially now, right? I would imagine they're very busy this month.
Oh yeah. October. It's the owner was telling me earlier, this is their big month, especially now that we're closer to Halloween. Tonight, they're telling me that they're booked solid.
Oh boy!
I guess that was a door that just closed. What's
happening?
What's going on, Dennis?
Live on Facebook.
As long as it's documented if it happens now, right? So
Yes.
At least we'll have it here. But yeah, there's a couple here that as soon as they left their room and in the hall, like I hear them taking pictures. So they're obviously here for to try and see something or someone or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely there's like this bigger group down the hall. I would say like 3 or 4 people, and they're all here just for some spooky fun.
Well, if folks are just joining us, I just want to let some people know here. This is Captain Grant's Inn on Route 2A in Preston, known to be haunted for quite some time. It was built, this is from a story I did a few years ago, back in 1754. They've had a lot of owners, but the current owner, Carol Matsumoto, and her husband bought it back in 1994 and then did a lot of renovations there, and they still own it right now. They're a wonderful couple. I know she's written books and everything, so this is something she's really embraced, right?
Yeah. I even asked her, why keep staying? Because if you keep hearing these weird things happening in this place that you're trying to make a business out of, and she's just like, it's just cool. It's just cool to see. It's cool to hear. And I mean, the support is big. Let me actually grab it. There's journals in every room that people, so this one's filled actually, and this is a new one that just started. And people, they start every message with Ted and Carol, thank you so much for having us. And then they go into something that happened in the room. Here, a lot of things that happen here in the bathroom is the shower curtain crashes on the floor for seemingly no reason. That's kind of the big thing that happens in this room. And there's a lot of that in the journal here I was kind of picking through earlier.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is there anything you can read right there? Maybe a page or something in the journal?
Yeah. Actually, there's one from 2011 I've been posting about. All right, so this is from July 20th, 2011. Lovely stay with family, quiet for the first 2 nights, peaceful. Then third night, heard loud crashes in the night, woke up to find shower curtain laying across the entire bathroom. Very difficult to figure how it got there, still felt safe and fun. Fourth night, quiet. I could feel the positive energy in this room waiting to be acknowledged. What a great vacation.
Well,
So
You could call
people
it that.
loving it, you know?
No, people definitely do. And the owner who Mark was talking about, Carol, in a lot of her books, she kind of detailed that when they started doing these renovations, she really was trying to make it an inn. And then it just kind of happened. These spooky things kept happening. There was a painting on the wall she was describing that every morning she'd come down the stairs and it was on the floor. What else has happened in this house that people have talked about? What other creepy things?
A lot of shadows, people seeing shadows, like say like I'm downstairs and at the top of the stairs, like people will see like a shadow come across, or like a lot of footsteps and knocking, like the door here, there's kind of this like jiggling part to it. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
yeah, yeah.
I'm told that like that on all the doors happens, like seemingly at night, like it sounds like someone's on the other side and you open it and no one's there. In this room specifically, there's a TV and a lamp that I'm told will be turning on and off all night if the spirits feel so inclined, and kind of just like feeling a presence. The thing that Carol really told me earlier was that nothing is like negative or kind of antagonistic. It's all very, if anything, just creepy feeling. But otherwise, it's like it's nothing too negative on the psyche. It sounds like.
I think what adds to this whole thing as well is obviously it's a very old house. But did you go in the far back? There's a very, very old cemetery back there that's not too far away from the back of the house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hundreds of years old, this particular cemetery, which...
Maybe those are some of the friends coming to visit.
To me, it takes it to a whole new level, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think I actually heard one of the groups here, they're going to go there later.
Oh.
That's kind of another draw, like coming here and then going to that weird old cemetery. Like I wish I remember the date, but in the journal here, someone found a name on the tombstone and then tried to communicate with them here. And according to the journal, they did. So I think definitely the friends from the back are making their way in the house.
I wonder if there's an element to this where you almost have to be open to it.
I would think so.
Right. Are you, is this something that you, I don't know, do you believe in this kind of thing? Are you open to this? Because I know I am pretty skeptical. I don't know. I would have to really be scared, I think, in order to.
So I'd be skeptical, and then I also wouldn't want to go. So
Yeah.
I'm curious how you feel about the entire thing. If, are you scared? Are you kind of looking forward to something happening potentially? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of emotions, but it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little weird. When they asked me to do this, I was like, I immediately said yes. But then it was kind of like, oh, now I said yes. But no, I think I'm definitely skeptical because I'm very, I mean, we're all in news, right? So we're all pretty pragmatic people. But I think I'm curious about it. And I definitely would like to know if it is real or not real. So I think that's where my fascination is with it.
And you don't have a photographer with you, by the way. You are there alone.
No,
you are shooting this all yourself. There is no one in the room with you.
I have the camera right here just in case to catch something. But yeah, I'm here by myself. Yeah, that's been interesting in itself because before people kind of started coming in, or maybe a couple hours ago now, I'm starting to lose track of time. It was like dead silent. So it was like, oh man, what's going on here?
How did this come to be? Who came to you and said, Dennis, we got a great idea. We're going to send you to this really scary place.
Call them out on Facebook right now.
I've got some ideas.
Well, our lovely friend Shannon emailed me randomly the other day. Really, it was just like, hey, so you want to do this? We want to send one of our people there, only if you want to. And I remember I emailed back like instantly, just like, yes, I would love to, sign me up. Let's do it. I want to go. Yeah, I no regrets so far. you know, so.
Well, for
The
those
night is young, Dennis.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
very young.
Yes.
Shannon is
yeah,
in charge
it's not even 10.
Shannon is in charge of all things digital and web here at
Yes,
Channel 3.
and we love her.
We do. She's our big web boss and in charge of the Channel 3 app and all that. So I had a feeling she was behind this. She's like, I got a great idea.
You're in good hands, Dennis. Don't you worry. And how long are you there for? You're obviously staying the night. What time do you leave in the morning?
I'm gonna leave like around like 9:30. And thankfully, before I left at the station, I got a couple extra cameras that I'm gonna set up like as I sleep. So just in case something happens, we can at least get that. Hopefully, so hopefully we get something good. Kind of, you know, not too good, just like kind of good, so that I can still like be okay after.
Dennis, you keep us on speed dial because we'll call an Uber to come get you.
We'll come rescue you. We do have some folks on Facebook.
Thank you.
We have some folks on Facebook right now just asking again where we are, and you are at Captain Grant's, which is an inn in Preston on Route 2A. Been around since the 1700s, now an inn, locally owned, and there are reports that it's been haunted for a long time. A lot of people agreeing with you, Dennis, well, I guess questioning your craziness for staying in an inn like this. Others saying, no, this is absolutely true. These things are real. You know, anything can happen. So I think there really is a strong belief and a following in this kind of thing. And I think the owners of this inn would tell you that for sure, because people come from all over.
The interest is there, without a doubt. And I think these days, especially with the pandemic, people are looking to go out and do something different. And this definitely is something different. So.
And they couldn't have people there, right? They were closed for a long time because of the pandemic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like every other business where it's welcoming people in, they just couldn't because of the virus and everything. So she said since being able to be fully reopened again, business has only been booming. So the support I think will always be there. Fortunately, right? Because obviously this is it's a beautiful place, really. It's a little weird what's happened here, I guess, but it's a beautiful place. I would totally stay here again.
To kind of describe it for everybody, if you could. Obviously, it's an old house. It's up on a hill. It kind of has that whole old school Cape look, you know, the 2-floor, you know, kind of.
And it's only 6 or 7 rooms, something like that, I believe.
Yeah, so 5 rooms. So 5 rooms, including the one I'm in now. And then also like a game room and a couple like sitting rooms. And so it's I would say this is quintessential New England. Honestly, it's beautiful. A lot of things that like you would see in a very old home. And I mean, the decor is just gorgeous. Except there's these like weird dolls everywhere.
Yes, I saw you referencing those on social media.
Yeah, you're posting things on Twitter, pictures and things, so people should follow you.
It's really interesting.
On Twitter and go to the Channel 3 Facebook page to like your page, because you're posting all kinds of things and doing other videos.
I did a Facebook Live where I gave a tour of the room I'm in, the bathroom specifically. I also walked around the entire house. Although I did get weird signals in the game room, so maybe that's a place to go back later.
What do you mean by weird signals? What happened?
I don't know. It was weird. Like I stood in a certain place, and like instantly the Facebook Live would be like choppy. People were telling me that the sound wasn't matching the video. So but as soon as I stepped away, it was fine. It was back to normal. So.
Now,
game room.
You had said earlier during the news at 5:30 that room in particular, people have reported what kind of. You're looking at me.
I'm like, where is he going with this?
Remember, he said that they'll like caress your face and they'll do and we were like, hold on, Dennis, we got to keep it clean.
I apologize to the world, but that's what's happening. Okay, I'm being honest.
You're just reporting. You're reporting the facts.
Just the facts.
Just reporting the facts. Facts are facts, you know.
Listen, a caress from a ghost every once in a while never hurt anyone, I guess.
But we have a lot of people. Judy on Facebook says it is all true. Kristen said this is right near me. Never been. Now I want to go see it. Vivian said I am jealous. I would love to go. The dolls scare me. And then she said the vibes look like they're in the game room. A lot of praying hands, Dennis. I don't know what that means, but you got a lot of praying hands.
I love you.
A lot of people agreeing with Aaron. I will never do that. Vivian said, can't wait to see what happens. So again, we want to let people know that they can follow you on social media tonight. Are you putting a story together too, by the way, when this is all over? I'm curious.
You need a day
Right,
off.
yeah. So so tomorrow,
We're going to tell everyone, you just need to go home.
And just sit alone for a second.
Yeah.
No, so tomorrow we're going to put a story together, and we'll have that in the early evening newscast.
Tomorrow?
We also actually have this great story that's up on our website, wffspeed.com. I've been sending pictures and just kind of like little tidbits of kind of history and things like that to our digital team there. So, and they've been putting it together. So also check that out as well.
Dennis, I'm curious, what's the ultimate goal tonight? What would be, in your world, the perfect thing to happen? Do you want to see something? Do you not want to? Like, what's the ideal situation here?
So listen, if something like fell over, high fives all around. I'm great.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need. Awesome. That's literally all I need. Nothing else. No, I don't need to see anyone. I could maybe see an orb in a picture, but if something just fell and that's it, we're good.
And
We're
you get
good.
breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, can't complain.
Well, Andrea said she lives right next to this inn, yet to stay there, but I have friends who have done investigations there and have definitely witnessed some activity. A beautiful property, if you ever get a chance to go see it. And I believe Carol told me in the past that they've had TV shows go there and people interview her and kind of do that whole investigative thing. There's a lot of that on TV.
Well, and it's good what he's doing too, because it's drumming up interest in a local historic landmark that is really cool, and it's bringing people to Connecticut and helping local businesses.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win, especially if something falls in your room, Dennis. Then it's a win-win-win.
Yeah, high fives all around. High fives all around.
Well, the owners are really nice too. So hopefully,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in the house with you tonight, but if you need any assistance.
Yeah, I thought they would be, but I haven't. I don't think. I guess they're elsewhere on the property. But But actually, just a fun note about Carol. She made brownies, and they're just like sitting on the dining room table downstairs. So I definitely had like 2 of them.
I was going to say, I mean, you can't, it would be rude to not eat her brownies.
Yeah, they're just sitting there. So yeah, it's fantastic. And there's like candy down there too. Like it's super nice, super nice.
Well, you know what? It's always fun, I think, to stay at an inn because you meet some really nice people at a place like this. You know,
It's historic.
yeah, check things out, hang out with people, see where the night takes you, and we look forward to seeing what you put together tomorrow.
And maybe you can go on that field trip with the other guests tonight to the cemetery.
Would you do that?
I'm not sure. I feel like that's a line, you know. I'm already staying the night here, okay? So I don't need
You're
to
like,
hang out in the
here's the
cemetery.
line, here's the cemetery. We're not going there.
Yeah, I'm already staying in the most haunted room in the house, okay? I
That's
don't need
true.
to go to a cemetery and
You're
whenever
already
they go.
very brave.
Listen, I
You're
agree.
taking one for the team.
Yeah, you won already as far as I'm concerned.
Very much so. Well, we
Well,
appreciate it,
appreciate it.
Dennis.
Thank you.
And again, make sure you continue to follow Dennis on social media all night long. He's going to be posting updates. And then, of course, tomorrow he's going to have a story about exactly what happened overnight.
And we're going to talk to him again at 11 tonight.
Yes.
So you'll at least be up at 11 o'clock because you're going to be with us on the news.
Yes,
This guy's getting no sleep
yes.
tonight.
Yeah.
We will. Hopefully, maybe I'll have something that happened to talk about. So
That's
we'll
all
see.
right.
We'll see.
Well,
Listen.
if you go on that field trip, you'll have a lot to talk about. Just saying. Come on, Dennis.
I think Aaron really wants me to go to the cemetery.
I do. Meanwhile, if I was there, I wouldn't do it.
I was
so.
going to say, this is the part where you invite her to come along, Dennis.
I'm on my way. Mark's doing the 11 alone.
Well, have
So
fun.
fun.
Good luck. We'll be looking for your stuff online, and we'll see you coming up tonight again at 11, and then your story
Yes.
tomorrow on Eyewitness News starting at 4.
Stay safe,
Stay safe,
Dennis. We
Dennis.
love you.
We'll see you at 11.
See you later.